Guys, we just got the update notice for Summoners War 634. There's some things in here that you're probably not going to care too much about, and there's some things in here that I think you're going to care a lot about. But first, before we get into that, there are some new transmogs. These were leaked a few hours ago, but some people actually have them in the game that they can see in the game. I was trying for a while to try to figure out how to get these actually in the game like other people were able to, but I could not on any device from any app store get these actually visible in the game. But let's take a look at that before we get into it. But again, these were leaked a couple hours ago, and I was just trying in the meantime to see them actually in the game. So we have the Beach Princess Desert Queen. These are all the bikini transmogs. It's the summer, so of course we get bikini transmogs. And we have a bikini druid as well. So we get the Beach Princess Desert Queen. Bikini transmogs, right? Beach Femme Fatale Cannon Girl. I like that little super soaker, whatever thing that she's got. Beach Cutie Cowgirl. Beach Vivacious Girl Blade. Vivacious Girl Blade. Whatever. All these mobile gacha games do this anyway. Then we have Beach Guardian Druid. Looks pretty cool. And then the Beach Guardian Druid has a like sea serpent kind of things. Is this foreshadowing for the second awakening of the serpents? No, that's just me wishful thinking. I just want a Shylock second. Could you imagine? Some of those serpents would be pretty good. Second, like the wind one. I know a few you guys actually have the wind serpents built. A few guys have the water serpents built. A lot of people have the dark ones built. But anyway, let's go over this 634 update notice. First things first, we have single person raids, which for me, that's GG. I don't have to talk to anyone else again. You know what? I already don't talk to anyone else. But that's my only form of being social in the game is, you would think that it's guild content. You would think the communication with guild content. No. Anyone that's in my guild will tell you, they'll be like, no, he doesn't communicate ever with anyone, ever, under any circumstances. So R5, single player R5. I'm just going to be doing R5 nonstop. This is fantastic. You can't use the same, just like it was before, you can't use the same units in multiple teams. So I feel like we're going to see a lot of interesting units being built that weren't maybe necessarily built before. We're also potentially going to see people trying to theory craft some different three-team, single-player BJ5 teams, like, you know, with Odin. I wonder if Katarina makes a comeback, like the Katarina R5 teams. That could be interesting to see. Because there are already some people that run, like, a BJ5, like, two-person, like, two people running BJ5 and then another one using an Odin. So we'll see, but that seems pretty interesting to see, like how the meta for R5 farming will evolve, or if some people will just not change anything. They'll be like, I don't mind raiding with my guildmates, and some people are like, no, I just want to do it by myself, and I'm gonna put all these pay-to-win runes and all these wacky units to make this crazy 40-second team that I could just use all my own monsters on. So anyway, I mean, here's some samples. Here's some samples of different things that you could use there. The teams actually are not that bad. The teams are not that bad. The teams kind of make sense, at least. For once, Comtours. The other, Reyna's and Duran's teams don't really make sense for like their reps, their rep teams. But these teams at least make a little bit more sense over here. So, Dimension Hole boss, like the mid-boss and the boss, are actually nerfed now. I know a lot of people very frustrated on the Dimension Predator. So, mid-boss is Void and Hallow. You guys' favorites. Your favorites. The defense that increases as the boss HP gets lower during the passive skill has been reduced from 100% to 50%. Also, the Brothers Call passive, the amount of HP that the dead ally will have when revived gets changed from 100% to 50%. This passive effect is activated when one of the mid-bosses, Void and Hallow, gets defeated. So it's going to be a little bit... just a little bit less stressful for you guys. Boss Dimension Predator, Soul Clone passive. The defense of illusions duplicated by the passive skill effect has been decreased by 20%. Modifications will be applied starting with the new Dimension Predator dungeon opening on August 3rd. Revives the dead ally with 100% HP instantly. This effect ignores the revival preventing effect. That seems like it's in the wrong spot, but okay. Also, we have new siege bases. Siege battle special rule settings added to the test menu. With these added settings, summoners can experience the battles with siege tournament special rules applied in advance. So, there's some interesting ones. There's also one that's like, Here's the things that they have here. Special rules added for this season's Siege Battle Tournament are as follows. Attribute base, the HP of wind monsters increases by 20%, and the attack power of fire monsters decreases by 30%. So that's an interesting base detail, right? Attack bar base, the attack bar increasing and decreasing skill effects do not apply. I thought this one was like the best one, because that's kind of like, okay, well then, Immensity is not a thing. Immensity, Lauren, also Fran, attack bar decrease, things like Bastet, things like Orion, right? So that, it really changes a lot of stuff in those bases. And then the monster band base, I don't get this. The one it seems very exciting. Harp Magician monsters cannot be used in this base. Okay. So Trianas cannot be used, guys. Because, I mean, not that many people have the LD ones. Not that many people using the water one, so it's just like the wind one and the fire one. This fire one gets used sometimes, not always, so it's just basically, we banned Triana in this base, and that's the whole base. And I'm like, I mean, you could have gone a little bit more aggressive with that one, or am I crapping on them too much? I do like the attack bar increase one. I think that's a definite change to those bases, but the Harp Magician cannot be used. That's the base. That's the base, guys. Daily check-in reward improved, so we have new check-ins for. I'm trying to think what the check-ins. Oh, so these are actually. Wait a second. There's a lot more mystical scrolls. Day 18 Devilmon. Day 24 LD scroll. We always get the LD scroll as well. But yeah, there's a lot more scrolls. They're not changing the rates. They're just giving us more scrolls, which they have actually been slowly doing for years, is giving us a lot more scrolls. Because back in the day, like 100 scrolls was like, oh, you were saving the 100 scrolls. And like now it's like, oh, you just didn't summon for like 2 weeks. That's about it for like if you have 100 scrolls. So yeah, there we go. Then we have check-in pass item for double check-in rewards. I actually just glanced over this the first time I read it. If you purchase a check-in pass, blah, blah, blah. I'm not entirely sure what that means, but okay. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just being honest. I don't know. I don't know what the check-in pass for double check-in rewards is. Returning users special reward improved. So they've been slowly improving these returning users special rewards. 6-star rune ×3, all these things. But that's just for, I mean, again, that's just for returning users. We're trying to get all those people we've been losing back. Well, what I meant was we haven't been losing anyone. Everyone that ever started playing Summoner's War is still playing Summoner's War, right? Right? That's the situation. Awkward pause. New user special welcome rec. So they're just increasing the rewards for everyone that's new and returning, which again they've done a few times in the past already. So it's just even better now. Devilmons, mystical scrolls, things like that. People are gonna be like, okay, come to us. I may return to the game. Did you change it to make it more enjoyable gameplay? Is it still trying to do the esports? You still trying to do the esports and the gameplay didn't change? I'll just stay playing something else. I play Hello Kitty Island Adventure. Okay, so then we have the damage reduction effect proportions of max HP of the boss monster change to apply. Okay, so the which we talked about before, the stringmaster nerf. That was already something that we talked about in another video. I'm sure you guys know by now. Even if you didn't see my stuff, you saw someone else's. I'm sure. Bug raids, bug fixes. Rift Raid, fix an issue with the boss's HP changing abnormally under certain conditions, so that's just a bug fix. This one is actually, so they nerfed the Water Ryu / Striker, and then they nerfed the Light one, and they nerfed the Shadow Claw and Ken as well. So they actually give it a little buff to that. So now it's going to... Yeah, so now it's going to 20% chance to remove beneficial effect, and now it's a 20% chance to remove beneficial effects and a 30% chance, so it's a larger chance to absorb attack bar, but still the smaller chance to strip. So it's kind of like, oh, we feel like we over nerfed, so we're gonna like give a little bit of a buff, but not quite back where they were before. This one, unfortunately, this last one, I know some of you guys are gonna be like, done, where's my credit card? So we have new updates to the daily packs. For basically the biggest one is that daily pack number 3. Crystal, so for $30, right? They know they got you. As soon as I say that, like as soon as the words come out of my mouth, ComToUs is gonna be like, we got you. Give us that money. Crystal 700 instantly upon purchase for $30. Daily crystal times 90. That's 2,700 crystals, if my math is correct. 2,700 crystals over the course of the month. That's a lot of crystals for $30. And then daily LD summoning piece times 5. So that is for 30 days. So that is 150 LD. So that is $30. You get 3,400 crystals total. Unless my math is wrong and I'm just going crazy. 3,400 crystals total. I mean, some of that you have to log in every day for a month to get. And then 3 LD scrolls. And then there's also a renewed daily pack following additional effects depending on the purchase. 50% additional XP, 50% additional mana stones if you buy if you buy the 2 or all the 3 daily packs. So yeah, daily pack improvements. Also, the other ones are changed as well. Daily crystals for 30 days. Actually, they're all of these were already valuable. Now they're just more valuable. They're just all more valuable now. So anyway, I think that's... oh, no, there's more pack improvements. So they're just like, yeah, the packs are juicier now. Buy more stuff. Buy more stuff. That's ComToUs. Buy more stuff. Rune packs, again, is like... well, the Blessed Rune Box is the big thing. They didn't increase the drop rates of the other ones. They increased the drop rates of the Blessed Rune Box, which are the ones where you're like, the only chance that you actually get to get something that you might want. The other ones are generally like just heroes and like they're usually duds. Like 95% of the time the other runes are duds. But the Blessed Rune Box, you have like the legendaries and you choose one of 3. And they may all be duds as well, and they may be good though. So yeah, they're just improving all of those packs because money, 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 and they're improving these packs because money, money, money. Can we have some improved gameplay experience? Well, actually, no. To be fair, there is some improved gameplay experience. There's the transmogs as well. The art team always does a good job. Can't complain about the art team. And then they do have the they at least trying with the special bases. I think that they should be. I think this is a good idea. The special bases. I think that they should do more of this though. I think that would make Siege fresher instead of having every single thing the same. Because we're just seeing the same bases over and over and over and over again. So I think that actually, let me be like just brutally honest. This is the right direction for ComToUs is things like this. I think that just being completely honest. We need to see more of this, and we need to see it being rolled out faster. These things, like this is a good change. This is a good update to have these siege bases of like specific things. So you have to build more units and can't just spam the same base over and over and over and over again. So we see more variety in gameplay, and it's going to be a little bit more fun, or at least I feel that that's going to be a little bit more fun. And then this is just a nice quality of life improvement that I wish we did a long time ago. I feel like some of these changes are good changes. It's just, I know ComToUs is not watching, but if ComToUs was watching, my statement to them is we need to see these changes faster. We need to see these updates faster because some of these things are steps in the right direction, but should have been done earlier so that less players would leave, less players would have left. These things are just too few and far between, and they need to be quicker. And other devs roll some of these out quicker. Again, Epic 7, I like to keep talking about Epic 7. Not that I'm like the hugest Epic 7 hardcore player, because I'm really not. I'm like just casual in Epic 7. But they are very aggressive with updates and changing like anything that needs to be, anything that they're thinking of like quality of life or improving of some kind. They're pretty aggressive in doing it quicker instead of like taking forever to do it. And one of the things that ComToUs does, I'm just complaining about ComToUs now, but really one of the things that ComToUs does is they're just juggling too many games. They're juggling too many things. They have their devs working on so many different games that they need to just focus. Like if this is making you the money and this is the one that like your big breadwinner, you need to put more dev focus time onto this because you've already lost a decent percentage of your player base, and it's just going to continue if you don't try to focus and be more aggressive in pushing out new entertaining content and improving the game so that it stays exciting instead of getting stale. Because, you know, I won't say anymore. I won't say anymore. It's just like some of these things are steps in the right direction. We just need to see them faster. And they just need to focus more on Summoner's War instead of some of these other games that there's really very small player bases in. But some of these things, some of these packs are so enticing. So enticing. I know you guys are sold already on 3,400 crystals and 3 LDs over the course of a month. That's just like everyone that spends any money is getting that pack confirmed. So anyway, that's it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll do another video when we see a little bit more on these different monsters. So anyway, these not different monsters, these new transmogs. So anyway, that's it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see you as always in the next one.